right? So our main this one aim of this topic now, what is maximum power point tracking? Okay, as you are seeing on this a particular picture that it is having this one solar cells. Okay, these are the solar cells, and if we are connecting these solar cells in series or in parallel, so it will become an array. तो ये पूरा यहाँ पर बना हुआ है solar cell, right? So you know that the material is just like semiconductor material is that either it will be uh, silicon or germanium. No? So we are using that wafers here because the cost of that wafer is less. Silicon and gallium arsenide also we are using, but it cost much now. So our main aim is what is maximum power point tracking, right? First of all, maximum power point tracking means what is MPPT charge controller. So maximum power point uh, tracking charge controller. So we will discuss about this one, right? So it is used or we are using the in solar electric charge controllers now, or MPPT, that is maximum power point tracking, or we can say it maximum power point tracker. So it is AC, DC to DC converter, as I told you yesterday also, that converter, it is having two things there. One is inverter and one is rectifier, because the conversion is there, or I'm say from AC to DC or from DC to AC, right? So inverter, we are converting the DC to AC, and in other, we are converting DC to sorry, AC to DC. So inverter and converter. This one rectifier now. So rectifier, we are converting AC to DC, right? And the other one is just vice versa of this one. We are converting DC to AC in case of inverter and converter, right? So when we say that MPPT, it's a maximum power point tracker. So it's an electronic DC to DC converter, okay, that optimizes the match between the solar array. Solar array, I already showed you also photovoltaic panels I already showed here now. So here, so MPPT, you know that it's a electronics DC to DC converter, which will optimize the match between the solar array, that is solar panels, and the battery bank, or we are saying it's a utility grid. Okay, so DC to DC converter is a DC to DC conversion is there, and it will optimize. Okay, optimize the difference between what I must say match between solar array, or we are saying it's a photovoltaic panels, and a battery bank, or we are saying it's a utility grid. Okay, so in simple, to put in a simple way, so they convert a higher voltage DC output from solar panels and a few wind generators. So it will just convert the higher voltage DC output, and DC output we are getting from the solar panels now, and it will just down to the lower voltage that is needed to charge the batteries, right? So we are using this means to convert a higher voltage DC output, whatever the DC output we are generating over there from the solar panel, right? So how it works, because the when the sunlight falls on this now, so solar cell or a solar voltaic material, or so this one cell. So what is there? I told you previously also. So it is having two types. One is a P and one is the N type. Okay, semiconductor, and this one doping will be there in that. Okay, then when sunlight fall, so we are connecting this one load also. So we are generating the electricity because the electricity we are generating is not of a big accent. Some amount of energy we are generating because the sun is there in what we say this summer, and in summer we are generating the maximum what I would say energy over there. So we are saying that we are saying that it is a PowerPoint trackers also, or for short, we are saying it's a panel tracker also. Okay, which are a solar panel. Okay, so it will track the photons or the what I'm say the sunlight of the sun, right? So solar cell are because solar cell no pollution is there, right? But unfortunately, when we are saying it's a solar cell, they are not very smart. Neither the batteries. Okay, so most the photovoltaic panels are built to put out a nominal 12 volt or 12 volt we are generating. The catch is nominal. Okay, nominal this one. But in actual fact, almost all 12 volt solar panels are designed to put out from 16 to 20 volts. Okay, so the problem is the nominal voltage at 12, it's pretty close to 12 volts, 10.5 or 12.7 volts, depending on the state of charge. How we're charging it. Under charge, most of the batteries, they want from 30.2 to 14.4 volt fully charged. Okay, so that is we are not talking about the solar panel or solar cell. Okay, so their maximum power control this one we are generating this one now, and there are we are saying that MPPT, no MPPT, maximum power point tracking. It's electronic tracking, no usually digital tracking. The charge controller looks at the output of the panel, what of the panels are, and it will compare with the battery voltage. Okay, whatever the battery voltage is there, then it will just figure out which is the best power that a panel can put to charge a battery, right? Because panel is charging the battery, so it takes this and converts to the best voltage to the maximum amperes into the battery. Take a remember amperes into the battery that counts. Or more modern PPTs are around nearly about 93 to 97%. The efficient conversion is there, right? So how it works? Maximum power point tracking. Okay, so this one is showing, right? Just see, we are where the optimization or the maximum power tracking comes on. Assume we are supposing that our battery is low at 12 volts. Okay, then the maximum power point tracking takes that's 17.6 volts to 7.4 ampere, and it will convert it down. So what the battery gets now 10.8 amperes to 12 amperes. Now we have almost 130 volt, and everybody is happy. But ideally, 100% power conversion, we need get around 11.3 amperes to 11.5 volts. But we have to feed the battery higher voltage to force that into amperes now. So as in the simplified application, in fact, for the actual fact, the output of the maximum power point tracking, it will charge controller might vary. Okay, so maximum whatever the okay. So here we are saying that it's a molar solar software photovoltaic design, right? So computer program. Okay, if you want this look at the green line, then we will see it will just a sharp peak at the upper right. That represents the maximum power point. Okay, so what maximum power point tracker controllers does? So it look for the exit point, then it does the voltage and converts current convert we are converting to change is exactly what the battery needs. But in the real life, the peak moves around continuously with changes in the light conditions and weather. Whatever the light is there or the weather conditions are there, so it vary, right? So maximum power point standard test conditions rating are almost in all situations. Under cold condition, 120-watt panel is actually capable of putting 120, 130 plus watts. Why? Because the power output goes up. Okay, power goes up, what I'm say, panel temperature goes down. But if you don't have any way of tracking at the power point, so we are going to lose it. Or on the other hand, we are in the hot conditions, the power drops. Okay, we lose power as the temperature goes up. That is why we will get less gain in summer. So MPPTs are most effective under the conditions when we are saying it's a winter or cloudy or hazy days. Okay, when extra power is needed the most. Okay, then we have cold weather. Okay, so solar panel will work better at the cold panels but without maximum power point tracker, we are losing most of that because cold weather is just likely in winter, the time when sun hours are low, and we need to power to recharge the battery most. Then low battery charge. Okay, so low battery charge, the lower of the state of the charge in the our battery, the more current will be there in MPPT, right? Or if a long wire runs, if we are charging a 12-volt battery and the panel is 100 feet away, so voltage drop obviously and power loss will be there. Okay, and that will be very expensive. So we have four 12-volt panels which are wired in series to get 48 volt on the battery. That also means that if you have high voltage panel setup feeding controller, so we have a smaller wire. So how it works? Okay, so as we know that it is a high frequency DC to DC converter. Okay, it will take the DC input from the solar panel because solar panel is generating the DC, and it will change it to the high frequency AC. Okay, then what it will do? It will convert it back to the different DC voltage, right? So MPPTs, what MPPTs, they will operate at very high audio frequency. Okay, it will work high audio frequency nearly about 20 to 80 kilohertz. So whatever the advantages of high frequency circuit, so they are designed with the very high frequency transformers and small components. The design of high frequency circuit, it's very tricky because the problem by portion of the circuit broadcasting, just like a radio transmitter, causing radio and TV interference. So noise oscillation, isolation, and suppression becomes important, right? Hello. Right. So then what will be there? Right. Hello. Hello.
जी सर।
आ रही है ना आवाज? ओके 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 ओके,
यस सर, आवाज आ रही है।
ठीक है। तो मैंने बताया कि हाउ मैक्सिमम पावर पॉइंट ट्रैकर वर्क। तो जो पावर पॉइंट ट्रैकर इज वेरी हाई फ्रीक्वेंसी DC to DC converter, a high frequency DC to DC converter it is, and it will take the DC input from the solar panel and it is changing to the high frequency AC, and we are converting back to the different DC voltages and current. Okay, so it will just match the panels of the batteries. So MPPT, it will operate at very high audio frequency, nearly about 20 to 80 kilohertz range. So advantage of high frequency circuit, that they are designed with a very high efficiency transformer and small components. The design of a high frequency circuit may be very tricky because the problem with the portions of the circuit broadcasting, and just like a radio transmitter causing radio and TV interference. So noise isolation will be there and suppression will be there, becomes very important, right? So the power point tracker, DC to DC converter, it will operate by taking the DC input current, charging it to AC, then running through the transformer, right? Then we are rectifying it back to DC, and we have a output regulator over there. So most of the DC to DC converters, so it is strictly an electronic process, no real smarts and involved except a regulation of the output voltage. So smart power trackers nowadays, all models now, which digital MPPTs now controllers, so they are available and they are micro-based, microprocessor controlled. Okay, so they know how to adjust the output that is sent to the battery and actually shut down for a few seconds. Look at the solar panel and battery that they needed adjustment. Okay, so that is the maximum tracking there. So here they have given one example over there, right? So that is all about the maximum power tracking, right? So